Alright, I'm going to make this video to hopefully help somebody with the train. Although my DPS is a little too strong at this point, so some of the strategies that you should be applying for the train clear might not show so well in the video, but I'll still try and talk through them as best I can. Okay, so first things first, when you first come in, right, you have to deal with the rockets. Now, one thing to note, usually what I would do is I would just have my 2 DPS, 3 DPS shoot the rockets one by one and kill them, and I would save my burst, and I would not do the burst just to kill the rockets. Now, not everybody has that level of DPS where you can kill the rockets without using your burst. Here I'm doing it where I'm using my burst to show you that you can still, clear the train this way. Okay? So this is if I was doing the rocket normally, and now I use the burst, I would have killed the rockets anyways with Scarlet's burst. Okay, the big thing here is that you need to kill and put as much damage on any of the turrets and missile launchers as possible. Since you see this one first, you're focusing on it with your burst, and when you see the next one, you immediately want to focus the turret, not the missile launcher. Okay, so here you can see I'm focusing the turret. I'm trying to burn down this turret as fast as possible. One thing to note is that because how strong Scarlet and Modernia is at this point on my account, they can burn this turret down pretty fast. Usually you would have to dodge 2 rounds of turret shots. Okay, so anyway, here they are. Let me burn down that turret. Okay, big thing here is the noise taunt dodge. Okay, so let me just back up for a second here. So right now, what happened is Noise just shot a full charge shot at the train, and it taunted the green missile launcher to shoot missiles at her. And what the missile launcher is doing is it's shooting 4 missiles at her shooting position when she originally released that charge shot. So we're going to see that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and probably 4. And I have to count. Now those 4 are going to go to her shooting position, and then the next 4 that's coming, and you can kind of see the difference here. The green missiles that go to the shooting position, they're kind of to the right of Noise, and the green missiles that are headed towards her covered position is kind of to the left or lined up with her. So you're going to see that these will go to the shooting position, these will go to the cover position. Okay, so now these 4 will come hit the cover, and this whole time I'm trying to burn down this turret, because this turret, when it goes off and shoots a round of shots, it will kill 1 Nikke. And the only Nikke that can survive this is Diesel, because she has the damage reduction, at least in this team count. And the other Nikke that could possibly survive this is Noise, if she can do the taunt dodge both the green missile and the turret shot at the same time. Sometimes you get lucky and it tries to shoot another Nikke while they're mid reloading, right? So they don't take any damage. So those are the only 2 scenarios where you can survive the turret shots from here. Okay, and again, the whole time you're doing this, you have to be dodging the green missiles. So I'm going to dodge these 4. And then you can see the next 4 going to her shooting position. I think they recently changed up the train, because there should only be 4 missiles here, but they're coming in pairs now. They're like pairs of 8. It's only today that I've seen it do this. So maybe because of Sakura and all the other, tools that they've given people to deal with the train, they're making it even harder now. But anyways, these 4 will go to her shooting position, and I have my burst on auto at this point, just to one less thing that I have to worry about. So the idea is I'm going to focus this turret down. Okay, so those 4 went to her shooting position, and you can see these 4 that are coming, they're veering to the left, right, of Noise, because they're aimed at her cover position. So at this point, I want to do a charge shot, like I want to, bring her to the shooting position, and she won't take any damage from these missiles.
May victory be ours. Give up everything you got.
Okay, so now the goal is to burn down this turret, and you saw that turret shoot the 3 or 4 shots that it shot, but it missed because somebody was reloading, and it was Scarlet reloading at that time. So there's a lucky RNG there. So you can survive that way, or if it shoots Diesel and she face tanks it, but she doesn't die because she has that damage reduction. So once you kill this turret,
a little more.
Your goal now is to put as much damage on these turrets and missile launcher as possible. If you can break them, great. If you can't, just do as much damage as you can while dodging these missiles. And the whole time you're controlling noise to make sure you taunt the missiles and you're dodging them while you're putting DPS on these turrets on the left hand side. And same thing again, you saw the 3 that went to her cover position, they veered left. Now the ones veering right, that's going to her shooting position.
A little more. I can do this.
And that whole time, right, I'm trying to aim over here. I'm telling the team, kill that thing over there as much as possible. How long this missile launcher lives, because I can dodge it with noise and put as much damage on the left hand side as possible.
Give us everything you've got! I'm going to rest a little. May victory be ours!
Okay, so at this point I was able to kill 1 turret, and I'm on my way to killing the 2nd turret. What this allows me to do, because I was, prolonging the fight by sitting over here dodging these green missiles while killing the stuff over here, is that now I don't have to take the round of fire from these turrets and die from, them, and have to rely on RNG to either hit Diesel or do the noise taunt dodge. One thing to note here is that if your DPS is not that strong yet, you will not go into phase 2 at this point. You're going to have to kill those turrets. You're going to have to do the round of dodging the missiles and DPSing the train down. It'll transition to another phase where it'll shoot rockets at you again. And then you have to break turrets and rockets and all that stuff. And then finally you will transition to phase 2. Fortunately for me, my DPS are very strong at this point, and they're able to directly skip to phase 2 because they've done so much damage to the train that it auto transition. One thing to note when you're in phase 2 are the rockets and the red dot, right? So you have to be able to kill the rockets, and you have to absolutely make sure that you kill the red dot when it shows up so the train doesn't slam into you. To do this, to help you do this, you need to turn off your auto burst, and you're going to see me do that here. So now I've turned off my auto burst. I'm focusing down the rockets, and the key thing is just killing the red dot. And you need to be careful about your DPS reloading while the red dot appears. But as long as you time your burst correctly, that shouldn't be a problem anyways. And at this point, it's just a DPS. So you can see here, I kind of held my burst a little bit to allow more rockets to appear, so Scarlet's burst will kill as many rockets as I can, and anything that remains, I'll shoot it down with Modernia and the team. Kill the red dot. And again, I'm going to burst, but I hold it because I want as many rockets to come up, and I want to maximize my DPS time on the train. And so once all the rockets have come up, then I can activate Modernia's burst and kill all the rockets at once. So that allows me more time to DPS the train.
Show them no quarter. I'll get back in once I catch my breath.
And he's pretty much dead at this point. I could just burst and kill him. So there's no need to kind of hold anything. And that's pretty much the fight. The hard part is just phase 1, dodging those green missiles and the turret. Phase 2 is pretty easy if you have the DPS it. You just have to control your burst timing. Okay, I hope that helps, guys. Bye.